tonight at 5:30. The mining city welcomes in dozens of people who can now call the United States home.
Winter conditions factor into an early morning semi-crash in Frenchtown.
Democrats and Republicans reach across the aisle to get farmers much-needed help.
Do you guys believe that there is a problem with missing and murdered Indigenous women? A simple yes or no answer will work.
And lawmakers hear from tribal members about a growing issue across the nation.
Covering Montana right now, this is ABC Local News at 5:30.
It is a case Montana has been following for at least 18 months, and now the nation is getting to know more about the disappearance of Ashley Loring Heavy Runner. Good evening, I'm Angela Marshall.
And I'm Ben Wyman. Thanks for joining us this evening. Ashley's sister Kimberly Loring sat this afternoon in front of the Senate Indian Affairs Committee detailing her sister's case. The goal of that, hoping lawmakers in Washington, D.C. can help her and so many others who continue to search for missing and murdered Indigenous women. Tonight, we do have a team of reporters positioned across the state following this story. Our Stella Sun spoke to one Missoula group trying to aid in this crisis. We're also joined by Ricky Blackburn, who watched the entire Senate committee hearing, and that's where we're going to begin tonight as he joins us live from our Great Falls newsroom. Yes, Ricky, we know no definite solution was made today, but what did lawmakers discover during this hearing?
Well, they learned that they have a long road ahead of them. There's no clear-cut answer to dealing with these problems, but they say they have to work with law enforcement as well.
In a matter of about 3 hours, the Senate Committee for Indian Affairs walked away understanding 3 problems.
Poor coordination, limited data, and insufficient resources are slowing progress in all aspects of improving tribal public safety.
According to the committee, these problems all stem from a lack of communication between the FBI, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and the Office of Investigation and Forensic Sciences. They say problems start the second the report is made, stating it's impossible to tell if someone is missing because they're lost in the woods versus being kidnapped.
When someone reports someone missing, regardless of what the circumstances are, until we determine there's a crime, sometimes there's a little lag in there. We have to be immediate in the response.
Even immediacy wouldn't fix all problems. Committee members pointed out from an FBI standpoint, the workload is extremely overbearing for agents near native lands.
Your FBI agents are working over 100 hours a week.
I wouldn't doubt it.
24/7.
Yes.
Do you think that's fair to the agents? Do you think it's fair to the cases that go unattended because they're overworked?
Ma'am, almost all of our agents are overworked right now.
But for the families who are dealing with these losses and are without closure, like the Loring Heavy Runner family, they just ask for change.
I would ask for you to please look into the law enforcement, look into the BIA and all the other law enforcement that do deal with missing and murdered Indigenous women, because they are doing something wrong.
The next step is meetings just like this one. Committee members said they want to bring in tribal law enforcement as well to see if they can get a better idea of how to deal with missing and murdered Indigenous women. Now, people also got to watch this all over the country, and for folks right in Missoula, specifically one family, it got personal. Stella Sun joins us now. Stella, how did it get personal for the family?
Good evening, Ricky. I spoke with Ivy McDonald, who is Ashley Heavy Runner's cousin. McDonald works with Missing Flowers, an organization dealing with missing, murdered Indigenous women. Following the hearing, McDonald tells me members of our organization feel scared, they feel nervous, and even a little excited. McDonald says she became involved with the organization because it hits too close to home for her. Ashley went missing more than a year ago, and another one of her cousins was kidnapped from school and murdered several decades ago. Today, the watch party was tense as a group of 20 watched our nation's leaders talk about facts and learn more about this nationwide crisis. For McDonald, it was personal when her cousin Kimberly took to the floor to tell Ashley Heavy Runner's story.
You know, they're not just statistics, they're loving family members, and so I think putting names to the women and stuff like that, I think it's just important for people to understand that, you know, we matter.
McDonald tells me the number of missing, murdered Indigenous women is astonishing, adding it's about time Congress started acting. McDonald urges anyone compelled to bring awareness to this issue of missing, murdered Indigenous women to contact Missing Flowers. Reporting in the Missoula newsroom, I'm Stella Sun, Montana Right Now.
You're there.